Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zicree of Space Command. And just came from a lovely lunch with my dear friend Christina Moses, who played Sulu's daughter in our Star Trek episode, which you can see here on Mr. Sci-Fi, and also starred in A Million Little Things on ABC. And she'll be in many more of our projects coming soon. And but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the season finale of Constellation, starring Noomi Rapace and Jonathan Banks, which is, I've also watched The Signal recently, which was another kind of like loopy ISS-related thing, and it's I've been watching a lot of things set on the ISS lately, and okay, fine. Anyway, this one got crazier and crazier. The basic gag is that there's a parallel Earth, and several of the characters have switched places with their duplicate in those universes, and in many cases their duplicate died, but they survived in an accident on the ISS or in space capsules or whatever. So now, for those of you who don't know quantum theory, for instance, you may have wondered in one of the more recent episodes why there were all these cats showing up. Some cats were alive, some cats were dead, and why they were poking around. That was a joke. It's or an in-joke, let us say, or an in-reference. It's Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger had a very clever, or at least interesting, thought experiment where it's like there's a cat in a box, and there's a 50-50 chance that when you open the box it'll be poisoned and die, but until you open the box the cat is both alive and dead, according to quantum theory. It's kind of, for nerds. It's something for nerds, but that was the reason there were cats in it, if you wonder why all of a sudden there's cats in this goofy thing. It was very interesting. I was curious to see if they were going to end the series at 8 or whether they were going to leave a door open. And they kind of split the difference, where Noomi Rapace's character just kind of decides that it's okay to be in this alternate universe with her alternate daughter and her alternate husband, and the little girl in the other universe decides it's okay for her mom to be in the alternate universe and she can let go. And but they're also setting up some drama where Jonathan Banks has been accused of a murder, or 2 murders committed by his alternative guy who's taken his place in his universe, and so forth. So there's little twists and turns. And then, of course, at the very end, and these are spoilers, of course, Jonathan, we see Noomi Rapace's duplicate dead in the space station, but then she opens one eye and the other half of her face is all screwed up. And, so it's saying like, whoa, is she alive? What's going on there? So it was a fun show. It's a goofy show, and it gets weirder and weirder and falls into some strange little paradoxes, and characters are dumber than they should be for a lot longer than they should be dumb, and it's not the best use of Jonathan Banks, but still it ended up being okay. And there were twins who played Noomi Rapace's daughter, and they both were quite good in this show. In fact, probably my favorite characters in the entire thing, because they were really smart and sensitive and emotionally connected to things and not being jerks. But so overall, I would say if you have watched it, I can explain a little bit of it to you. Elaine is not a science fiction person per se, so she got very confused at this thing. And particularly there's like a sequence where they're in a version of their cabin that's been left derelict, and I didn't know what that was, because it's like in both of their universes they're still visiting that cabin, and so is there a third universe where it's derelict? God knows. Okay, I guess. But but if you're a fan of Noomi Rapace, or if you're a fan of alternate histories or universes, parallel dimensions, it's a funnish show, kind of fun. And meantime I'm also watching things like Shogun, which I'm enjoying very much. And one thing is the scale of TV series has gotten much, much larger over the years. And but there's a lot of science fiction. We'll talk soon about Three Body, the different versions of Three Body Problem, the 2 TV series and the book. And but in the meantime, it's interesting how the many different subgenres of science fiction are extant on television. The space opera, the space-going shows, weird time travel stories, parallel universes, etc., alien invasion. So all of our tropes are being repeatedly visited on TV, and I don't think that's a bad thing, and I don't think it's bad if some shows aren't quite up to their premises. But anyway, I encourage you to check it out if you haven't. I've just ruined the entire series for you, but it's still kind of fun to watch. It's kind of fun to take the journey. So that's it for now. We'll talk again real soon. Bye, guys.